I believe that the conflict in the Middle East right now is not about regime change. It is energy cop. What if the chaos we are seeing in the Middle East right now isn't a failure of policy, but a masterpiece of engineering? As we speak, the Strait of Hormuz, the world's most vital energy artery, is effectively a ghost town. The Bab al Mandab is a literally no go zone. Global oil prices are screaming, but while the world looks at the closure of these straits as catastrophe, two men might be looking them as an opportunity. I'm talking about Donald Trump and Benjamin Netanyahu, and the plan to move the center of world's energy from the Persian Gulf to the Gaza Strip. Let us look at the days of the oligarch. Let us look at the board. March 2026 has been the most volatile month for maritime trade in history, with the Iran Israel conflict reaching a fever pitch. Tehran has essentially turned the Strait of Hormuz into a toll booth. If you are not on their approved list, you are not passing. Down south, the Houthis have turned the Bab al Mandab into a shooting gallery. Now, why does this matter? Because 25% of world's oil and 20% of its LNG flows through these two tiny checkpoints. When they close, the world stops. But for Israel and the US, this isn't just a crisis, it is the greatest reset of the energy. This is related to the Gaza pipeline and the Ben Gurion Canal. Enter the Trump 20-point plan. While the headlines focus on the US takeover of Gaza for reconstruction, the real play is underneath the sand and off the coast. For decades, the Ben Gurion Canal project was a pipe dream, a 160-mile waterway that would bypass the Suez Canal entirely. But look at the geography. For this to work, you need a Mediterranean terminus. You need Gaza. By clearing the rubble and resetting the strip, the Trump Netanyahu alliance is paving the way for a massive energy corridor. We are talking about a new gas pipeline fed by the Gaza marine field and the Leviathan fields, and a maritime canal that makes Israel the gatekeeper of the West. Behind all this, there is a 45% power play. Now, there is a number floating around 45%. Let us be clear, Israel isn't now about to suddenly find half the world's oil under Tel Aviv. They are not an oil producer, they are an owner of the road. If the Hormuz and Suez routes remain unreliable and hostile, and the Ben Gurion corridor becomes the primary US backed alternative, Israel suddenly exerts its influence over nearly half of the energy flowing to Europe and Asia. That isn't just regional influence, that is superpower status. You are not just selling gas, you are the one who decides who gets to keep their lights on. Is this a conspiracy or is it just the inevitable evolution of the Abraham Accords? Trump calls it the deal of the century. Netanyahu calls it the new Middle East. But for the rest of us, it is a total rewrite of the global order. These straits are closing, but the door to a new energy empire is swinging wide open. But what do you think? Is Gaza being rebuilt as a Riviera or as the world's most expensive gas station? Let me know in the comments. And if you want the deep dive on the actual engineering of the Ben Gurion Canal, hit that subscribe button. We are dropping that next week. I am Bulo. This is the new map of superpower. Stay sharp.